What
You know,
about meeting
yeah.
people? If one of the things with dating and friendship is it's hard for people, but if you find people who are also into health, people who are into this health thing are going to have a much better relationship because, if one person wants to go out drinking and smoking cigs and, smoking weed and, staying out all night, and they're with somebody like me or you who wants to go to bed by 10, get up at 6, hit the cold plunge, do the sauna, man, that's just going to be, it's not going to work. It would be great for people to meet people who also like to cold plunge and are focused on their health span. Have you thought about that dynamic? Hey, these are the people in your area. Expose yourself to those folks.
Yes, it's a great question, great insight, and that's I think where the product actually evolves into. Right now, there's many people working on like the dashboard, the information that ends up being commoditized. I think where the interesting piece is when you can bring that URL to IRL connection, and
Yes.
so that's exactly the plan for the roadmap. Is we know your health intimately, or Tempo knows your health intimately, and can bring you into the real world with like facilitating or even booking for you like a cold plunge sauna session at the end of the week, knowing your recovery metrics.
There's a franchise company that is doing this cold plunge. I know there's one near us. Well, there's a couple of them in Austin, and you just pay $25 to go use the cold plunge, the sauna, the shower, whatever. And there's
Yeah,
all these health clubs. So I think, respectfully, as hopefully I've been a good mentor to you. You've got this incredible foundation. You've got a great, great roadmap. And I want to just give you permission to even think bigger. I wonder if there's a way to, even get this real world component going. I wonder if, I opened the app one day and said, hey, you know the density, right? So you know where people
yeah,
are. And if Austin is like, maybe if you got really focused on Austin and you said, hey, on Sunday, we're doing run club and we're going to jump after the run club in the, Lady Bird Lake, Lake Austin, whatever it is, whatever cold plunge. Meet us at this point for the walk around the lake, run, jog, and then we're going to go here. It could be kind of a movement and paying $50 or $100 a year or $10 a month to be part
mm,
of a community. Man, that value is unbelievable, right? So I'm giving you permission to kind of explore that or just think about that,
yeah,
connecting it to the
yeah.
real world.
Connecting the real world. I think that ends up being like the real moat of the health and wellness business.
If you're listening to this podcast, there's a good chance you're thinking about starting a new business. And that means you're going to need a beautiful website that's going to help you stand out in a very crowded market. That's why I'm so glad to tell you about our longest running partner, Squarespace. It's the fastest, the most effective way to turn your idea into a money making reality. Squarespace is going to help you find an incredible domain name, is going to help you build a beautiful homepage, and you're going to start growing your company. Even if you're already a legendary brand, Squarespace is constantly adding helpful new features like Squarespace GPT. It's a guided experience inside ChatGPT that can help you build your website through plain language conversations. Just think about that. And you're going to get pay links, dedicated URLs that make it easy for you to collect payments online. So go to squarespace.com/twist for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/twist for 10% off your first website or domain purchase. Thanks again to Squarespace for being my longest running supporter here on Twist.